Hey folks, this is the video portion of my ADA application. Um, First, you're going to see how I use my video creations in class, and then the second part of this video will be how I use Socrative. So I will use video to introduce new subject matter. What you're about to see is I would have just gotten done lecturing on operant conditioning and classical conditioning, and then to introduce social learning theory into the class, I would show them a few minutes of a clip from Crash Course on Psychology, which, by the way, is an excellent website. So here you go.
Learning is solely about conditioning and association, rewards and punishments. Bandura's research focused on how learning can occur through observing and imitating someone else's behavior. And if that seems obvious to you, you have Bandura to thank for that. His research hastened the evolution of 20th century experimental psychology from pure behaviorism into what we now know as social cognitive learning. While it was closely related to behaviorism, the social cognitive models added profoundly new dimensions to what Skinner and Watson and Pavlov had observed in our feathered and furry friends.
And then I would begin lecturing and kind of going over the material that they were just exposed to kind of reinforce the learning. I also use video to integrate material into my lecture. One of the things I like to do is show classic videos, such as something from Mother Love, or in this case, something from Bandura himself.
Modeled aggression the children had learned just by watching. Now, the measurement of learning of aggression uses simulated targets rather than live ones. The model pummeled the doll with a mallet, flung it in the air, kicked it repeatedly, threw it down and beat it. It was once widely believed that seeing others vent aggression would drain the viewer's aggressive drive. As you can see, exposure to aggressive modeling is hardly cathartic.
Also, I use video to apply material into my lecture. For instance, I would be teaching on parenting styles, and I would go over all the different types of parenting styles, and then I would show them different clips, such as this one from Cheaper by the Dozen.
Quiet! Now look, I know you're all scared. Moving is a big deal. We're very comfortable here, I get that. And that's why I turned down a lot of other coaching offers through the years. But this is a job I wanted since we left Chicago. And in fact, it's more than a job to me. This is my team, and it's my colors, and it's the Stallions. And they're finally calling my number. And I want you to take this risk with me, because if you do, I promise you we will be a happier and stronger family.
You promise?
I promise.
I would feel happier and stronger if we vote on it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's the right on.
We should vote. That's the only way to make this fair. It's the only way to do it.
All right, we can vote. But in the end, your mother and I are going to do what we think is best for the family.
What's the point of even voting? I'm out.
Finally, I use my video creations for teacher being long-distance learning. I teach developmental psychology online, and I make all the videos, so each week students get a lecture, and then they follow up with some reading from the textbook. Okay, thank you. Hello folks, this is my demonstration for Socrative for my ADPA application. Sorry it can't be a real-time example, but didn't think it'd be good to have FERPA violations on my application, so we'll just have to settle for this. So essentially you log in as teacher. Okay, so this logs us into our classroom. Here is our room identification, so any student in class, they would log into Socrative and it would ask for the room, and this is what they would put. So here are basically different quizzes that I can give in the class, but what I wanted to show you was this. Okay, this takes us to all the different types of quizzes that you can give. I want to go to Manage Quizzes because I want to just briefly show you. Here are all the different quizzes I have. And here is one interesting feature, reports. This is an archive of all the different Socrative exercises I've given in class. This is the results for a space race. A space race is a race where students compete not only based on time but on accuracy. So it's not how many questions you get right, but how many questions you get right and the quickest. One of the things I like most about Socrative is that down here it tells you the percentages. And so here we can see that, question 4 and 5, the students did quite well. Question 6, they certainly struggled. So I'd simply go back to question 6 and we would discuss this answer. I have found Socrative to really be a breath of rejuvenation into my classes. It's a free website. I use it a lot, and I'm also going to be doing a seminar at the upcoming Success Conference on how to use Socrative in your own classroom. All right, well, thanks for the time, and I hope this was informative.
So thanks for the memory of crap games on the floor.
Nights in Singapore. You might have been a headache, but you never were a bore.
I thank you so much.